Looking at US Speedos and new image face kits. These kits are sometimes they're like this one is stainless steel, and this is by New Image. The cluster says no fear. Some of them have the no fear on the logo, so please look at every picture closely and feel free to ask questions. Some of them just have like this one says US Speedo. Some of them come with the needles. I think I have one kit, one of the needles is missing out of them. What I want to show you is I have Chevy clusters right here, just to let you know, just to show you how it works. This is a 01 to 02, 99, 01, 02 cluster. This type of cluster has a floating hands. As you can see, I put it upside down, the gauge moves. This one, 03 to 07 old body style. This doesn't have the floating hands. These have electric motors inside. These are more easier to work with because you don't really have to. You don't have to plug. You can unplug your factory one out from your dashboard, and just put marks on it where the hands are. You can move these hands. They don't turn all the way around freely. They don't turn all the way around freely like this. This hand, these turn all the way around freely. So it's hard to mark this spot. So you have to have this type plugged into your car with the ignition turned forward, and then use whiteout to make indentations where your gas hand is, and so on and so forth. These are some of this is a stock Escalade chrome faceplate that I removed from this unit right here, and this, as you can see, is brand new. Still has a plastic over it, and this one doesn't have any needles on it, so I'm going to show you. It works basically the same for Ford, Chevy, Nissan, Dodge. What I'm doing here is just taking it apart with my fingers. Give you an idea how easy it is to put on your car. Okay, this is a face, comes off. This doesn't have the needles in. If the needles were in, I would twist it all the way around as far as the needle can go, and I put the marks where I want to put the needles at. And so once I put the marks, I just take this off, and as you can see, this is here. Take this off, open up one of these, replace it on top, and look at where I had the needles marked at on here, and put them in and twist them around the same. Twist them around until they get to my point on here. And it should be that way with most of the cars. Some of the cars you have to turn the ignition forward. Some of the cars you don't. Like I said, if you have any questions, ask me. They come with instructions. All of my faces come with instructions. Like I said, they're only faces. Some of them are stainless steel. Some of them are plastic. These are plastic right here. This is a plastic white face. Plastic, but it looks metal. This is a plastic face. White face. So I have different ones. So if you have any questions, like I said, send me a message. Thank you. I forgot to mention, some of these are listed wrong as far as what year and make and model they'll fit. So please read the description, because I have gone through them and figured out which year go to what car. As you can see, this is a Chevy flame cluster face, and this one says right here 02 through 03. and the 2 years don't match. This is a 02 because the reset button, the mileage reset button is here. The 03, the mileage reset button is up higher. I mentioned that if you buy a complete cluster from me, sometimes, well, in this particular case, this is a Chevy cluster. The mileage your new mileage will read 67,106 miles. Whatever your old mileage is, it stays with your old cluster. So once you plug this one in, your new mileage will read 67,000 miles. And sometimes when I put them together, I do throw in an extra set of needles like these, or burgundy. If you don't like the white needles, I'll throw in an extra set of needles. So read the description real carefully. And also, if you have to have a small check, please put your old cluster back in, and so they can read your old mileage instead of reading the new mileage, because there will be if you Carfax the vehicle, it will be a discrepancy in the mileage. If you're leasing a car, please put your old cluster back in, because your mileage, if you drive, I don't care if you drive 10, 20, 100,000 miles with this cluster, once you plug your old cluster back in, your mileage will go back down to 10, whatever mileage you had on it. If you had 200,000 miles on the old cluster, that's what it would read when you plug the old cluster back in. As far as the new cluster, it's going to read these exact miles, 67,106 miles. So be aware and read the description, because if I sell you a complete cluster like this, you will know. I will inform you that the mileage will change or the mileage won't change. So read the description carefully. Don't buy it and scream later about, cry later about the mileage has changed on your truck. If you're buying a face, you can unplug it as many times you want to. On your standard cluster, it's going to read the same mileage. You can unplug the battery, whatever. Your mileage isn't going to erase. Your mileage will remain the same as long as the cluster is operable. And like I said, sometimes I throw in extra set of needles, so read the description carefully. Thank you.